James, this is your second season in Ginetta and you're fighting for championship honours. That's a brilliant outcome for you.
Yeah. I mean, I've actually looked at the championship because even last year I didn't look at it at all.
Really?
No, I never look at it, no.
Is that a superstition or?
It's just nothing's going to change. Go and try and win every race. That's the only way you can be, right? So I've heard because people tell me where I am, but literally last year, even up to the last race, I never even looked at it.
You did well here last year, though. Do you think that will give you a bit of an edge over them?
Well, the edge is I was faster than what I showed.
Okay.
My actual good lap, I hit traffic, and that probably might have been pole. I had 2 purple sectors, and then I lost a second to overtaking someone. So, I like to think during the race, things can happen, and I'm going to try and win. But in some respects, tomorrow's race is more important because where you finish tomorrow is where you start the third race. So, I like to think I've got the pace to win. But we'll have to see what happens.
Hello and welcome to Snetterton for rounds 9, 10 and 11 of the Ginetta GT Academy Championship. Last time out at Alton Park, James Nicholas took home 2 wins, narrowing the gap to Jamie Cordell, who currently leads the championship. Cordell took home 1 win and 2 P2s, thereby just clinging on to what has become a very tight battle. So, with 3 races here at Snetterton this weekend, will Nicholas be able to narrow that gap any further, and will P3 man Charlie Digby join in the fight? Let's find out.
It was a good start by Charlie Digby from pole position, as 1 or 2 other drivers seemed to struggle away from the line. But as the cars made that run round the right-hander of Riches for the first time, heading into the braking zone for Wilson Hairpin, Charlie Digby able to fend off the challenge of Jamie Cordell. Running wide, though, was the car of Alex Dayton, and that started to lose places. Peter Thompson found himself in the wars a little bit because as he came powering his way out of the left-hander at turn 6, Joe Edge came across the front and collected him, and the 2 of them ending up badly delayed. Joe Edge survived it, but there was quite a lot of damage to Peter Thompson's car. Charlie Digby, I'm afraid, threw away the race lead by running wide coming onto Bentley Straight, and that left the way clear for a proper squabble between Cordell and Nicholas for the lead. And also in trouble was Damien Duffy, but he was able to bounce back from his curb hopping at the S's. Despite the best efforts of James Nicholas, though, it was the car of Jamie Cordell that was able to hang on in there and came through for a race win. And for Jamie, the championship leader, a 4th victory of the season.
Charlie, a fantastic drive from you, really showing the grit, especially in such a tight field.
Yeah, obviously, starting from first, it wasn't what we wanted, but after the lap 1 incident, it was good fun hacking back through the pack.
Now, with the top 3, you guys are really in a 3-horse race right now. Do you think over the course of the weekend you'll be able to get that top spot?
I'll do my best. Starting on pole again tomorrow, so all to play for. Put this one behind us and go again. Looking forward to it.
It's proven to be a very technical race. We've seen a lot of difficulties going off track, struggling with grip, even starting from first. How do you maintain that lead?
Well, I didn't.
How will you maintain that lead?
Exactly. Just making sure your tyres are warm on the outlap. That was something we were all struggling with out there on the first lap there. And then, managing it through the race, they get too hot by the end of it. So, we normally have a safety car in these races. So when you don't, on a day like today, you're sliding all over the place by the end of the race. But good fun, yeah.
James, a hard-fought P2 in what is an ever-increasingly tight championship.
Yeah, that was a good fun one. Jamie drove really well. I was just there to pick up a mistake. If he made a mistake, I'd have come through, so I just thought I'd just stay there. He drove so well, it never really gave me a sniff. I mean, any potential half chances would have been lunges. I was never going to do that. So he drove so well. He was just solid. Didn't make any mistakes. I thought he's got to have a mistake in him. He's got to have one. There's got to be one mistake in the race. He did no track limits. I don't think he did any track limits. I don't think I did either. Neither did any track limits, and he made no mistakes. I thought 20 minutes, Jamie. You've got one mistake in you, but he didn't. So fair play to Jamie.
You two are really proving to be a very strong teammate lineup. Do you support each other whilst out on track? We did see you putting the pressure on, though, a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him to go because I didn't want to. I went side by side, but I was never going to kind of make a move there. I just thought, we got away and then we'll have a battle. But obviously we sit with each other a lot, and you don't want to be having any moments with each other because it makes it a bit awkward. But to be fair, I'm saying that, I never even got close because he drove so well.
Jamie, the continuation of what has been an exceptional season so far for you, continuing as the champion thus far.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, it's exactly what I wanted, really. Obviously, I didn't really want that contact with Charlie. It's I have to see what holds. But no, overall, if it stands, I'm chuffed.
Just on that, you've got a very close top three, all battling it out on track. It is difficult to always keep it clean. It is tough out there to avoid each other, especially we've seen a lot of drivers struggling with low grip.
Yeah, no, especially at the start when your tyres aren't really up to temperature, it is really tricky to hold it around some corners. I mean, I had a few slides, even when James was putting pressure on me midway through. You know, it was too hot to keep it sort of consistent. But no, it was good overall.
And you had an excellent race overall, irrespective of that. Looking forward to the next races over the course of the weekend. Are you optimistic?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm starting P2 again with Charlie up front, so we'll do our best to keep it clean the next ones, and hopefully have some good, hard, fair racing.
Shiv, congratulations on an excellent race, and in front of a lot of your family members. It must mean so much.
Yeah, it means a lot, to be honest. It was a really consistent drive, kept the pace, kept pressing, doing some good laps kind of over and over again, which was nice from the driving perspective. You mentioned my family. I'm a very lucky man for so many people to come and support me on a really baking hot day, but a special shout out goes out to my grandmother, who's just turned 91 today.
Oh, wonderful. And that just shows the spirit of Ginetta, doesn't it? It's 100%. Tough out on track, but you come back to such a nice reception. Yeah. How do you stay so consistent? Do you feel the pressure?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a rookie. I'm looking in my mirrors a billion times. I'm trying to just drive my drive, and I've got a great coach in James and Alex and now Mikesh joining the team as well. We kind of huddle together. We try and help each other through things, and yeah, I'm just very lucky. Great championship, great day for it. Could be doing worse things on a weekend, I think.
And Paradigm, like you said, are such a strong team with support from GT3s all across. It's such a strong lineup generally. Does that boost you a lot on weekends like this?
Well, I mean, 3 of us are here today. The other boys are out in Brazil doing WEC. So all we're doing all the time is what's their times, and vice versa for them. So we're very lucky. The boys out there, they're going to bring it home as well.
Race 1 saw Jamie Cordell take the victory from James Nicholas in P2. But can Nicholas take back that lead in the race today, or will Charlie Digby snatch it away from them both? It's time for race 2 of the Ginetta GT Academy.
From pole position, Charlie Digby was the man that accelerated clear on the run down towards the first corner. To the outside line, though, went a quick starting Jamie Cordell, and they battled their way out of turn 1. Cordell switching sides, clipping the dirt on the inside, and by the time they came out of turn 2, he was ahead. Charlie Digby straight away having to go defensive against Shiv Sapra, but it wasn't long before James Nicholas was on the move and starting to work his way up from 4th. He qualified 3rd, so it was a bad start in his terms. He got past Shiv Sapra and was soon able to get onto the back of the leading group. Having done so, though, he seemed to struggle. Maybe it was running in the dirty air, maybe he'd asked too much of the tyres, but he was unable really to build on that, as through for win number 2 of the weekend came Jamie Cordell. Every time Charlie Digby got close, Cordell was able to just extend the advantage, and he's very much the man to beat, as we have one more race to come in Ginetta GT Academy at 5 to 5 here at Snetterton this afternoon.
Well, James, an ever closer championship. It could not be more tight between the 3 of you.
No, I mean, looks like it's a 3-horse race. This probably isn't my favourite track. I think they're probably a bit faster than me here, if anything. And that was the same as last year. Last year at Snetterton, it was probably the main track that I wasn't kind of at the top pace-wise. So, getting second yesterday and third today. That means I'm due first later, so we'll see. We'll see.
Slowly working your way up. Why do you think that is that you are struggling at Snetterton?
I don't know. I think it tracks 2 different drivers. I think my favourites are Alton and Brands and Donington. But they just drove so well. I lost the place at the start, and I thought, right, get back up to the back of them. I got back up with them, and then I think I just worked so hard my tyres were just shot. They just felt like I lost 3-4 laps. I just had nothing. The tyres were just sort of sliding around, and I thought, I'm only going to get them now if they make a mistake or track limits, and neither happened. So yeah, well fought, and they both deserve first and second. So fair play.
Charlie P2, congratulations. There seemed to be a lot of pace in your G56.
Yeah, happy enough with the second. Obviously not the win we wanted from pole, but yeah, we go again this afternoon. So.
You did seem to have the superior pace to James Nicholas behind you. Was that you, or was that coming from the car and the setup?
I couldn't tell you, but you know, I was just looking at my mirrors, trying to make sure, you know, I kept a gap to him while still trying to catch Jamie, while trying not to get track limits and all of this. So you know, you're juggling a few things, but yeah. So overall, happy enough.
And looking forward to the final race of the weekend coming up. Do you think you can get another win?
I'll do my best.
Good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jamie, you looked almost a bit emotional coming out of your car. The end to an incredibly dominant weekend for you.
So far, so good. I mean, I hope I can continue this later on, but that was a tough drive. Charlie kept the pressure on the whole way, and there was areas of the track where he was stronger than I was, areas where I had a slight advantage, so I just really had to make the most of those spots.
Charlie did seem to have a good amount of pace behind you. How wide did you have to make your car?
To be honest, I did my best to not really give him an opportunity to attack, but there were a few moments where I saw him sort of jinking to the inside and I thought, no, I've got to cover that off just in case. But no, it was just all about being consistent and making sure I nailed every exit.
And clearly the team are putting up a great car for you, both you and your teammate putting in some excellent results. Is that a setup thing, or are you both just incredibly quick?
Well, I mean, to be honest, there's not really much you can do in setup with these cars. They're all fairly limited. I mean, you can change the rake ever so slightly, but we've sort of got that maxed out so we can get as much front end as possible, but that's all we can do.
You're doing a great job if that's all you can do. Congratulations on another win.
Thank you so much.
Shiv, you are proving very dominant in that rookie category.
Yeah, to be honest, it was just a start again. Like I had a lightning start, and then somehow overtook Nicholas, but he got me back shortly after. And then, to be honest, just maintained the gap. Like Alex Deaton's behind me, rapid. I know he's quick, but I know that if I can just keep a bit of a gap on him, then I'll be okay. So yeah, really happy to be honest. Another consistent drive, got it over the line. Conditions are just very hot. Like in the car, this AC doesn't work, and it's like, oh, this is not the best place to be, but get through it in the end, so happy, yeah, really happy.
Well, like you said, you're not just strong on the starts, but your consistency through the race. It must be difficult to keep the pressure on the front runners.
Yeah, it is. Like I do try to catch them. Like, I really try and press on, but at some point I'm like, okay, I need to just drive my race and make sure that I kind of hit my marks, get the car in where it needs to be, and then just get back on gas. And that's what I'm trying to do, really, to be honest. This is all just a stepping stone and just trying to get better. And I recognise there will be step backs, but you know what? It's a great experience.
Well, you say it's never linear, but look at you here, P1 again. Can you do another one in the final race?
It will be tough, to be honest. It will be tough, but I'm going to give it my all. That's all I can do, really. I just drive the next corner and that's it, really.
It's time for the final race of the weekend for our Ginetta GT Academy Championship, and what a weekend it has been for them. Jamie Cordell is starting on pole position, having won 2 of the 2 races so far here at Snetterton. Will he be able to make it a 3? Well, that's going to be decided by his teammate James Nicholas and by Charlie Digby, both of whom will be so hungry to get that win here at Snetterton. So, will Jamie Cordell make it 3 from 3, or will we have a tight battle at the front? Let's find out.
It all began with Jamie Cordell on pole position, fending off a challenge of Charlie Digby down towards the first corner at Riches. Behind there was a quick starting Alex Dayton, and as Digby ran wide onto all the dust, he then regrouped and tried to brake as late as he could up towards Wilson, hit Cordell, turned him around and then hit him again, and it was that secondary contact where the rear wings sort of interlocked that ripped the rear wing off Cordell's car. Jamie able to rejoin, he made a pit stop and carried on to the end a long way back as Peter Thompson and Alan Wright got together, and eventually Wright sort of shoveled Thompson out of the way. Both continued, although Alan Wright then had his own dramas, locking up, for example, coming through Oggies and then spinning, and he had another grassy moment before the end of the race as well. This was it. Once he got back in the right direction, he was able to rejoin, albeit copped a penalty for track limit offences, so 9th he was in the end. For 3rd, it was Alex Dayton, who was the winning driver in the Chairman's Cup, battling on without the rear wing in an evil handling car was Jamie Cordell, but he eventually got the car to the line. 12th, 8th in class. It was a win, though, the 4th of the year for James Nicholas, who ran out an easy winner in the Ginetta GT Academy here at Snetterton.
Alex, not just a P2 overall, but a P1 in your class as well. What a great result.
Yeah, look, it's been a story of 3 races and 3 second corners for me. The first one I bodged my race. Yeah, the second one I did a good job, right, and tucked in, and then the third one it opened up for me. So P2 coming out of T2, right, was fantastic, and I got my head down. Okay, Shiv got me, put a good move on me. But yeah, look, super happy, got 2 hats. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, the old timers done all right this weekend.
Shiv, not just a class victory, but overall second place. You have been just improving upon improving. It's fantastic to see.
Yeah, it was a mega race, to be honest, and I just I'm really proud, to be honest. Like, I give myself a lot of a hard time very frequently, and this weekend I felt like I was patient and I put things together and kind of executed on things that we've been working on a lot. And yeah, great to have done this, and great to have had a lucky weekend, should we say.
Well, it's not just like, it takes so much beyond just the scenario, your consistency, the work you put in behind the scenes. Like you said, a lot of drivers are hard on themselves, but in a development series like this, you must feel like you've come a long way. Yeah,
100%. I was saying to somebody earlier on from Ginetta that I think now that we're kind of like towards the end of the championship, like this is like whatever, 3/4 of the way in or whatever it is, 2/3, where I feel that a lot of the rookies are really now starting to really press on. We're making generally less mistakes, we're kind of challenging and qualifying, and it's great because we get to learn from these 3 guys who are ahead of us generally, and yeah, we're looking forward to kind of seeing where we end up. Donington will be great. Brand's mega track, like, oh, yeah, we're in for a treat.
Yeah.
Lots of twists and turns left as well. So.
Well, it's a great end to what's been a brilliant weekend for you. Congratulations.
Just one last thing. I mean, me and Alex had a great battle, my teammate, and to have gone through this whole journey with him, mega.
James, the win you've been waiting for all weekend. You've been saying that it doesn't feel good in a 3-horse race unless you're the first, and you are today.
Yeah. I mean, I got the 3, the 2, and the 1. So, what was it? Hang on, 2, the 3, and the 1. So, yeah, it's great. It's great to remember the win. I was helped out turn 1 by a bit of argy-bargy, but you know, you got to be there to mop it up, and I was.
How do you stay out of trouble in those scenarios, especially when your teammate is so involved?
Yeah, I nearly collected him. I was full lock, and it was close because of some full lock. That's all I can do, and I managed to just go around. Obviously, it was sad to see him spin out. So you got 2 wins this weekend, so you can take that with him rather than what happened today. So yeah, really pleased with the win, and bring on Brands.